Hello and welcome back to this edition of Daily Actives brought to you by Bootleg Macro. I am Dustin. We are looking at ABCM, which is one of the most active stocks on Yahoo Finance today, which I'm shocked. Not only because I've never heard of it, but because I don't know what this is. And I don't do fundamental research, which because of course this isn't financial advice. What you can tell though is that this thing has got a very interesting history. I mean, this is the past 9 months down here in this chart. It's essentially been falling to small, low volatility after having massive breakouts. This thing reminds me a lot of AMD. I don't know if this is in the semiconductor space, but it's really interesting. Today you saw 73 million shares traded. 73 million. This thing doesn't trade more than what, 5 million? What's the weekly look like? I want to look at the weekly data. Let's look at this quick. I'm going to do a little quick deep dive. Okay, so there's not much data on here. So we need to just respect this. What we're looking at here is, wow. Okay, so this thing is up on a 30-month. I mean, I'll give it respect on that. It's up on the 30-month. I mean, when you went positive on the 30-month at $22, that was a good signal. I mean, this is a very interesting chart. This is a very interesting stock. Interesting. When it went 1 year change, when was that? So 1 year change was back in April at $16.26. That would have been a great signal. I mean, I think I would have definitely, so my thing went, I would have respected it probably here because that would have been 3 times bullish on the weekly. So it would have been at 1690, which I love. You had multiple go longs. You were positive on the 1 year, the 5 month, the 15 week, the 5 week, the 1 week. You'd go long, go long, go long. You saw the price was rising in your future price path, which is what I love to see. And that means that the volatility and the correlation are working in unison, which if you watch my videos, I talk a lot about correlation and price volatility because I think that the way that they work together makes a lot of sense to me. So when we look at that date, I think it was 1690. Yeah, that was a good time. Interesting. So let's look back at the daily data now. Okay, so what we have now, this thing did see a big pop. Do we respect it though? That's the question. So at $22.35, you're still actually below your 5-day moving average as of tomorrow. Like your 5-day moving average is above you right now. So, and you're still below your 23-day moving average. That's not positive. How's that good? Yeah, your 23-day moving average or your 5-day moving average is slightly above your 23-day moving average, but barely. I mean, do we respect today? I mean, probably not because it was still down 4.32%. So actually respect, maybe you do if you're short because this thing is probably going to break out higher, but that's a really weird move for it to digest because that says a lot about the entire share count. You saw 73 million shares traded in 1 day. And the rest of the shares, it's not trading that much. That's huge people getting in and out. So that's a complete turnover in the shares. So that's got to be institutions getting out. That's 100% what it has to be. I can't think of any other reason why that would exist that way. It's probably institutions getting out because if you had that many new people trying to get in, the price would rise. You do see a go long, go long, go long on the short term. You do see bullish, bullish, bullish on the actually across the board here. We do have a confirmed bullish in the short term and intermediate term. We need to see 2 in a row, so we need to see it like this. So tomorrow might suffice if tomorrow's price action is bullish enough, where you get the complete flip, which would be fantastic. And then I do think we do have the rolling sentiment here in the rising bull. That's nice to see. I mean, I could be completely convinced that this is a great opportunity, even though this thing was down 4% today, and this was at 73 million shares traded. That's so many shares. That is so many shares for a company that I mean. Well, I should look it up after this, but I don't want it to taint the review. Just so you know that this is again not financial advice. When we're looking at the 2-day rolling sentiment, though, one of the things is that we're finally above 50%. That's really cool. I mean, it really ramped up really quick because you're at 41 just the other day, right? That was here, and then you just ran. You just ran completely. Yeah, that's what this is right here. Is this? So if we look, we do see that there's a rising bull that we should respect. If we look and we've got some AB trading signals. ABCM, never seen it. We have 4 of the key bull 3. I mean, I respect that. I respect that a lot. 4 of the key bull 3. And then the small bulls, that's fantastic. I like that. I like that. This is a good series of setups when you look at ABCM. It's interesting. I would probably take a long position, but I don't know what I would do with it. And here's, you know what, I'm only going to do this because I never do this. I'm just going to show exactly how I would manage this position. So let's say you were going to do, so actually, it doesn't have I can't do it with this one. I can't do it, unfortunately. I'll try to do it in a different video. But ask for a stock you want me to do to show you how to position size based on how I just do this with my spreadsheet, my whole little model here. But when I look overall at what I see for ABCM, this is positive. I mean, you take at least a small position, let it ride, see what happens. This thing could go all up to 63. This thing could go up to 70%. It could be fantastic. Again, that volume. Today, I just keep highlighting the 73 million because that volume is insane. It's one of the most insane volumes I've seen in a long time, and something that isn't even a full penny stock. Like, this thing started near a penny stock, I think, but it's now, where did it start? No, it didn't. It started around 18 bucks. That's cool. So it's like a SPAC or something maybe. But these things are just showing the resilience, and it's showing that the market, if the market wants something, no matter what the market is going through, the market will find winners and it will drive volume. And this one may be a winner, but maybe the winners got out today. Like, that would be the concern I would have if I was in ABCM. We're looking at the volatility. It's falling. The correlation is falling. The price should be rising. I mean, it kind of is. It's going sideways. It's going sideways to down. The volatility is just weird here. But this is what you'd like to see so far. You'd like to see tight volatility, expansion. Tight volatility, expansion. You got tight volatility. So what do you believe in? It's the question you have to ask yourself. What do you believe in? But tell me what you think in the comments below. Are you long? Are you short? Do you like it? Do you love it? Is this even a good review? And before you go, subscribe to the New High newsletter. We give you 25 stocks to your inbox every single Sunday. Stocks between $5 and $20, stocks breaking out to new year highs, stocks breaking out to 52-week highs and all-time highs. It's a great list to get every single Sunday. I'll talk to you soon.